I am Bianca Eugenia Erese. I've been working as a psychometrician here at Adamson for 1 year and 8 months.
So another question, can you tell us about your profession?
Being a psychometrician means I administer first the entrance exam here in Adamson, then IQ test, personality test, all sorts of psychological tests here in Adamson. So basically all those tests, I administer it, check it, interpret, and make a report or psychological report.
Why did you choose this field or this profession?
Actually, my plan is to become a guidance counselor, but here in Adamson, our entry level, if you don't have a license as a guidance counselor, the entry level would be as a psychometrician. So, I'm still getting my license as a guidance counselor. So, that's the first step, be a psychometrician first.
What's the best part of your work?
The best part of of being a psychometrician is I'm able to be familiarized with different kinds of tests, different types. So when I become a counselor, I would know what tests would be appropriate if I want to know something about the students or the client.
When you first started working, what difficulty have you encountered in your field and what did you do to handle it properly?
Basically, the bulk of the work because before I was the only psychometrician here, so all the entrance exam, all the other tests, it goes through me. I'm the only one who checks the test. So, what I did, ask for help for my colleagues. The counselor sometimes helps in checking the test, but the report, I'm still the one who does the report.
So for you, what are the pros and cons of your field?
Like I said, pros, I'm able to familiarize with the test. Siguro, I don't see any bad side of the work because I see it as a very important field in psychology because there's so many things that you can find out about a person when you administer a test. And like if you interview them, there will be many things that they can hide from you. But if you administer the test, there are a lot of things you can find out about them.
What are the limitations of your profession?
Limitation, I can only administer tests. I cannot do interventions, counseling, because you have to have license for that. So just administer and interpret the test.
In your experience, did you go beyond those limitations? And can you give examples?
No, I haven't.
What practical experiences have you had that you make feel capable of being an expert in your field? Practical experiences you have that
That make you feel capable of being an expert in your field?
Maybe handling the parents or those who took the entrance exam because sometimes they're the ones who ask more questions compared to the applicants themselves. So sometimes it will get to your nerves because paulit-ulit the question nila, and sometimes hindi rin nila gusto yung result kapag bumagsak. nila, yung mga anak nila. So, I believe I was able to handle it well. I was able to handle it well because even if medyo galit na sila, well, at least I was able to handle them professionally pa rin. Hindi ko pa rin sila sinabay mental. So,
What do you think is the most important characteristics of being a good psychometrician?
first, you have to have a lot of patience because especially during entrance exam because that's the time na it's a group testing, so madami sila usually and they fresh grad from high school, so makulit ka, maingay, sometimes they would ask you to repeat the directions, there would be a lot of latecomers, so ulitin mo na naman yung directions. So you have to have a lot of patience. Yun. And also, you have to write a good psychological report so that kung sino man magbabasa nun, you can understand well. And also, you have to be very careful with the numbers or detail-oriented ka. So that when you check the test or record it, you have to make sure na accurate yung change.
Can you give some tips or suggestion on how to become more skilled in psychological assessment?
Yun, just like what I said earlier, na yun, na dapat patience, detail-oriented, tsaka good writer of psychological report.
What is the most important tip or piece of advice that you could give if we pursue our course, especially in psychological assessment?
Siguro, just like in any profession, you have to love what you do because there are challenges also as a psychometrician. So, if you do not like what you do, you will be parang you will not find fulfillment in what you do. You will be stressed out, you will feel burned out. But if you like what you do, no matter what challenges you face, it will be easier for you to accept or to face them.
Eh ma'am, some tips po on how to make a psychological report po.
There are a lot of samples in internet. There are also standard format from the APA. So, we have to follow that. Siyempre, we have to be good in English para yung grammar tama. And also, just make sure that, for example, I'm not in field of psychology, I can understand it. Although you cannot avoid technical terms, but still they would understand. You would explain well. So, for example, the result is average. So, what does it mean if it's average? Kung average yung score na, hindi mo lang ilalagay doon na average. May explanation, may explain it.
So, sa tingin niyo po, ma'am, what is the essence of psychological assessment? What is the essence of psychological assessment?
Yun nga, to measure, depende naman yun sa test. So, for example, IQ, so to measure yung IQ, kasi sa interview, you cannot find out lang yun. Sa personality test naman, ganun to find out, depende rin sa factors ng personality test, kung ano yung mga types of personalities ng students or client, that you cannot find otherwise kung interview lang. So,
Ano po yung pagkakaiba ng psychometrician sa HR?
HR is more on industry. Meron tayong HR dito actually. So, sila yung nag-screen, process, interview ng mga applicant sa isang institution. So, psychometrician administer ng mga test. So, meron din naman mga psychometrician sa HR field. Pero ito lang is academic field lang, yung pagiging psychometrician ko. Kasi sa HR, marami pang field yan eh. Kasi meron sa recruitment, meron sa benefits, compensation, sa employee relation. So, ako before, nasa recruitment, so nag-interview ako ng mga applicants. So, totally different.
Dito rin kayo sa Adamson.
No, sa ibang field.
Saan po kayo po ng yung background na lang po noong
Sa bank ako
Sa
nag-work
bank.
before, tsaka sa construction company,
As HR po.
sa HR.
Ano po, ma'am, ano po nung sa psychometrician, pagiging psychometrician po ba, gumagawa rin po ba kayo ng psychological test or parang ano po, parang talagang kinukuha lang po yun sa
Binibili lang namin.
binibili.
Oo, merong homemade dito na, or teacher-made na test, yung pang-entrance exam natin. Pero ang gumagawa nun, yung mga professor, kami lang yung nag-collate dito, and then item analysis, pilot testing, mga ganun. But the items itself, galing yun sa mga professor. Halimbawa yung sa English part, galing yun sa mga English professor, yung math, galing mga professors, hindi galing sa amin.
So, ano po, yung mostly ina-apply nyo, kumbaga, is psychological testing talaga.
Administering, yung mga test binibili na natin. Standardized test.
Hindi, yung psychometrician sa show. Bakit po naisipan nyo na yun yung kunin yung
After, from ano po, from HR po to
Actually,
psychometrician.
ever since college, yun talaga gusto ko sa kaya lang, hindi kasi ganun kadaling pumasok sa academic work kapag wala kang
license?
masteral. Ako yun. So, nag-masteral muna ako before ako pumasok, habang nasa HR ako. So, hindi nung meron pa sa ako pumasok sa
Saan po kayo nag-aral ng college?
yung undergraduate ko, college sa Holy Spirit. College of the Holy Spirit. Sa
Master.
master sa UST.